big cards out here are actually, sorry, I shouldn't put it that way. Sorry, I just wanted to say it off. How I do my readings is this is going to be just the general energy around you first. And of course, you always have the free will to change and make your decisions as it's energy that you're working with. You can always change your future. It's just energy, so not predictions. So what you're working with right now is a lot of minor arcana. So the only thing that came out is a major arcana that had to do with your relationships, and that would be family and friends, partnerships, that kind of thing, romantic and otherwise. But what I'm seeing here is the energy around the Seven of Swords. So again, we're going to go through really the things that you're dealing with on a general basis is going to be Seven of Swords. So this could be either you or another person is somehow kind of, there could be things lying or holding back information, sort of keeping yourself on the down low, something like that. And of course I have clarifiers, but we'll get to those here in a minute. We also have the Three Wands as the other main energies that you'll be dealing with this month. So there's nothing that looks like it's going to be any big trouble, but I would still say there's a lot of holding back energy in period. Certainly still focused on advancing forward, could be a little bit of a delay. A lot of creative energy here, a lot of movement energy. I feel like you're finally getting out there. There's some kind of recognition for, more attention that's on you in this month here as well, even though it feels like with that Ace of Wands energy that it's still just at the start of things again. So it's almost like everything is just reigniting. So we're going to get right into what the Seven of Swords means with all the clarifying energy and all of that. Okay, so this is dealing with more along the themes of, again, it'll be, partnerships, family, your emotions, advice. And there's a bit of a timeline that's sort of attached here as well. But what I want to say is overall, the energy still feels like there's a little bit of, that's the main energy, because this was what was coming out at the bottom of the deck. So Moon tells me there's something here that is still at play that has to do with being uncovered. Something's not fully revealed yet. So it's almost like there's deep emotional confusion or uncertainty about how you're going forward, I would say, in this particular space for the month of May. So again, the themes here are really about, some levels of deception or illusion, especially. And I feel like there's a lot of emotion testing that's going on here. Especially too because of the Page of Cups, could be dealing with a child here as well. Cancer, water sign, Pisces would be you, but it definitely feels as though there's something there that's your patience is being tested with the Temperance here. So again, this is that energy of how do you navigate through little bits of lies or confusion or half-truths, things along that line. So it could be possibly your own fears that you're dealing with, or this could be another person or other people around you, but it still sort of speaks to everything is not quite as it seems. So there are hidden motives here as well that are sort of at play. So you might be lying to yourself about some realities here, or tempted to lie to yourself about some reality. There's something here about kind of again, there's a lot of illusion. There's a lot of emotional highs and lows, I would say, that you're kind of countering in this month. So it's a lot of an emotional read for you in the month of May. I would still say, though, because that there are other cards that came out here again with the Page of Cups, there's a certain level of emotional softness that's also here. So this does talk to me about you. That is your advice, really, is to stay emotionally soft and be patient, because there's something there. There's a reason for you to be patient and soft and not strong and aggressive. It's not about being paranoid. It's more about being this. So you can trust your actions or trust actions around you when you can words at this time. So I would say keep your inner peace steady is really the advice. There's also something here again with the Three of Wands. Now the Three of Wands did have the card of the, sorry guys, of the Devil. I just kind of do these en route. And hi there. Sorry. Hi, Metamorphosis. And hello there, Chef. So sorry guys, my little camera makeshift thing here. But anyway, what I'm seeing here with the Three of Wands, you wanting to move forward, or you're looking forward. There's definitely something that kind of speaks to that energy anyway, but there's also something here in the past that might be, this could be a betrayal. This could be something here as well about a past attachment, something threatening to hold you back, something like that. Now, I'm not sure if that is more specific to, again, a belief system or whatever, but you're going to know what that is for you. There's something here that is speaking to you being held back in some way, or you feeling that threat of it. Now, this is also, the May is also a time for you to kind of cut ties, I would say, or like situations or something that have, this is where I feel like you're considering this anyway, cutting ties with things that have given you pain, or that, or a belief system or something that was, toxic, because the Ten of Swords is here. This is that energy of really, it's the end cycle. It's betrayal for sure. Something has really kind of threatened you in some way, and this is, you're letting it go. So there's something again there that it's like a soul level decision to stop bleeding out for others, that don't value you. I would still say, though, that there's good things to come. You're just not quite fully in that space yet, but they're about, really kind of finishing up with, could be a Capricorn energy as well that's coming through. But still, there's a lot here. There's also energy of the magician. You're really quite competent. You're very capable of making things happen for yourself, and it's really just a matter of going forward with it. And we had this as the main energy, though, so you're not. There was nothing that came out as a major arcana, so it's really just kind of working through energies that are already sort of there. Six of Wands is taking charge. It's like there could be some kind of a huge win if you stay true to who you are and work your magic the way you work your magic, so to speak, metaphorically. Whatever it is that you're really good at, stay true to form, because that you already have all tools inside of you, and you're able to really focus your willpower in this period. That's what that really speaks to. Hi, Gaurav. Life is treating me okay. It's raining out here today, so I'm not super stressed on my day off. Yeah, only on my days off is it snowing or raining. Right. Anyway, I won't whine too long and hard. But yeah, so anyway, Pisces, I'm just going to say, like, it just feels like the month is you focusing on your own willpower and believing in yourself again, that you deserve to win. It's not waiting for someone else's approval. You're really in a take charge kind of space. Now, there is something here about a powerful new beginning, and I feel like it feels like a fresh start for you in some with that ace. So I definitely feel like it's, again, this is a new beginning. There's some commanding, authoritative action, visionary. This is somebody who really has a mature mindset, very powerful new beginning in lots of different ways. So you've got the courage, you're very independent, you've got the vision, and that new start, something is coming through. Now we also have, Seven of Wands. So it's like you're pushing through, and you've got a lot of wands. You've got like the Three of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Wands. And again, there's been some kind of major past hurt, and deception, or something that went on there that really confused the mix and really put you off in some way. But there's just really good energy here about, you sort of fighting through those old wounds. So there's something here about choosing to, things that don't nourish you, you're just going to walk away from. So, because the Seven of Wands is still the upper hand of things and pushing through it, it's persevering. The Five of Pentacles tell there's been, again, a lot of not feeling good enough, feeling like finances were not stable. Just a lot of things here that kind of speak to mental traps and all of that. And of course, the Devil energy, the low ebb, it's about feeling like, there's grief, there's regret for the way things kind of turned out. These are old emotional wounds, things like that. But again, it's like you're choosing to walk away from all of that. There's some kind of emotional distance that's showing, because you're in a space now of trying to heal things. You're trying to heal yourself. And I do feel like you will, even though it's not the main energy out that where you are right now, but it is something that you will come into. This is a healing energy. And this does suggest healing and new joy. So it's not only are you, refusing to stay stuck, because that energy that follows up is the Two of Swords. You're refusing to stay stuck. You're refusing to, just stay in a mental or emotional trap of sorts, because that's sort of the theme there. Because this is you self-sabotaging. This is you, overly critical, feeling a lot of deep confusion, emotional uncertainty, especially with the moon at the bottom. But it feels like nothing will feel 100% certain while you're living it, but the clarity comes after the action, not before. So I feel like that's where you're taking things. So now we're just going to get into the relationship part of things. So family relationships, family dynamic, friendships, all of that is coming through here on this one. So this one is really about, you know, you've got it's all the universal energy. It's the finish up of a cycle. The World card means you've successfully accomplished something, you've gotten through some learning, and now you're integrating all of those lessons, you know, and this is where the old dynamics ended. So this is where your old patterns are pretty much wrapped up here, even though you might still be kind of dealing with a underlying conflict with the Five of Swords in terms of relationships or a connection. This can indicate some kind of emotional manipulation or a power struggle as well. But there's also that feeling of being defeated inside the family partnership dynamic. So again, there's kind of that energy, especially with the Ten of Cups here, representing his family. So Ten of Cups again next to the Ace of Cups, and this is Eight of Wands is coming in really, really quick. What I see here is that there's so many wands here. We had the 3, the 7, the 6, all of that. So again, there's lots of action taking place, I would say, in the month of. So in terms of your relationships, family, friends, especially family, because that one's the family card out here, I feel like there has been some conflict, power struggles, all of that, and emotional manipulation, feeling defeated, especially inside all of those dynamics. And I feel like with the Eight of Wands, you're now in that space of rapidly coming space of healing. And that's what the Ace of Cups is. This is not feeling defeated. This is you going through it much quicker and resolving it. And this is after you've confronted it. So it's rapid progress after confronting and being honest with yourself, you know, that you do actually have a lot of value. Just because somebody else, of course, you know, that's no bearing on you. That has to do with how they perceive, you know, a situation from their perspective. It has nothing to do with what you are capable of. What you've done before and what you do going forward shows progress when you apply the lessons learned and all of that. So that is where you have integrated and where you've actually, and nobody sees that stuff. You know, this is you figuring it out. So when I get to the Four of Swords, again, that's still next to the Hangman energy. There's still a little bit of a sense of still I need to heal, still stuck in that energy of don't force me, that kind of thing. You're starting to see things differently now, though, and you're allowing space for people to grow into this new energy and this maybe even a new way of seeing you. But I feel like in early May, this is where you're going to go through a lot of this emotional confusion. Be cautious, be patient, watch, listen, don't react impulsively. By mid-May, you're facing the old attachments and you're choosing freedom. And you can expect some emotional pain because of, you know, after you release it. And again, there is a lot of emotional pain here. 4, 7, and then the Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups, a lot of confusion and that kind of thing, and moon energy. But your best advice is keep it balanced, stay very positive but softer energy. There again, lots of betrayal. Again, Capricorn energy figures prominently here as well, and in around the way that you wanted to move forward. There's something here that was kind of a blockage, but as I say, there's nothing here. You're in the energy now of conquering all of those things. So the Seven of Wands is your main energy. You're pushing through it. Sadness, the emptiness, the financial instability. You're pushing forward, and I feel like you are actually making some decisions about no more self-sabotage. You know, you're really seeing a vision. You're stepping into your power. You're manifesting your vision. That's what the King of Wands is. That's what the Ace of Wands is. This is a fresh start. So there is going to be some kind of external recognition, like I said, with the Six of Wands. And I feel like the win is possible. So something you're waiting on, or maybe a job or something that was coming in. There's something here that you're going to get. It's very possible now. By end of May, I feel even your relationships are redefined. So there's something here about family dynamics shifting toward either a reconciliation or it's going to be a clear separation, but for the highest good. But either way, this feels to me that it's not about anything extreme. Let me just see if this is more staying together or working together. Is this staying together or working together for those that are having a romantic or partnership challenge? Are they staying together or splitting? Are they staying together or splitting? What is the energy there? Queen of Wands. It feels very positive and action. It feels like a reinvigoration, communication. Four of Wands, family, Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. So yeah, everything looks very positive there. It's like a fresh start. It's like something is changing and there's more balance, there's more hope. Stay open-hearted, but be wise, you know, with the Temperance card, be wise. A lot of really good energy there. So again, you're letting go of attachments kept you trapped. You're going back into your own sense of confidence and power where you can manifest success. And again, it's believing in yourself. Even your family dynamics, like I said, are starting to turn around. There's going to be some changes there, like a restart of some sort where there's a lot more hope. So I feel like you're allowing endings to happen, you know, that were impeding your freedom in some way. And then now you're in this prioritizing your own healing. So if that requires a bit of a retreat or meditation or reconnection with yourself, inner child, inner light, whatever it is, I feel like that's what you're doing. And now how others are seeing you, I would say, in this period is they are seeing you as changing and unpredictable. I would say some are your courage, of course, with that world card came out there. Sorry, where did I put our world card? The world card indicates that they're seeing you change in significant ways. I would also say that, again, unpredictable, and they admire your courage, which is the 10 of Cups, and others feel threatened by your transformation, which is the 5 of Swords. So they want, whoever this is that is the predominant energy around your connection, that was the Ace of Cups energy there. So that tells me that they may not know how to approach it in a healthy way yet. So even though they want some kind of reconnection, they almost don't know how to move forward with you. In terms of those that have children, I feel like they sense your emotional journey. They want stability and they want love from you, and they trust you, even if they can't always express it. But it's important to be calm, present, and reassuring with them, even when your own emotions are intense. The advice there. So again, this month is really about shedding the illusions, with the Moon card and the 7 of Cups, confusion, all of that. Shed the illusions, you know, and you're getting back on your journey. You are the dreamer. You are the empath. You're the one who emerges with all the emotional energies. And what May is teaching you is that you cannot merge with everything and everyone. Some energies must be refused. Your soul is moving into this space of choosing yourself again in some way. And it doesn't mean sacrifice at the cost of yourself. So it's more about forgiving. Like forgiveness is sort of the main energy here, but it's also not in harmful cycles. So I would say there is, for those that are seeking true love, I would say, you know, that is here. It's like a reconnection of some sort. Even when it hurts, there's truth, there's clarity, there's courage showing up in these cards. But again, there's still that energy of you being moving into the space of being much more optimistic. It's like, and you're not quite in fully, but you're moving into it. So like I said, I would say that's kind of the main energy out. As far as how you're resolving it, I would say that your outcome would probably be something more along the lines of May to early June, where you're going to start to see something come out, especially more in terms of restoring and healing starts to become more completed. So I would say sometime in around May to June is really where you're clearing the old debris and kind of finding yourself again. But again, you're moving away from the turbulence, the mental, the emotional, the physical, all of that was, and you're going to start to feel by June, you're much clearer, much lighter. You know, you've got new dreams starting to take shape, and that there is more spiritual downloads and that kind of thing. There's more visions, there's more supportive people, family members that are starting to come around you by June. But again, the struggle is kind of still here in May, but it is going to lead you to freedom, peace, and deep healing by early June. So that's what I have for you. Look forward to those new horizons coming in here. May is about the fire and going through it, forging forging the blade so that you are strong. So that's what we have for you. Just keep moving forward and see you in the next read.